I hate when people complain about shrinkage. You know that our hair wouldn't do this if it didn't shrink, right? That's what it'd be doing. Come on, don't you want some fun?
I felt like a black girl in this hair. I felt like a black girl in this hair. Brown skin girl, best thing in the world.
I need to stop telling black women that just because their ends are see-through, it means that their hair has breakage. Our hair doesn't fall flat like this, because if it did, then there wouldn't be any see-through ends. Our hair is poofy. Our ends of our hair stops in different places. The top strands ends right here. Middle strands end right here. Bottom strands end right here. So it's gonna be spaced out. But that doesn't mean that it's not healthy. So stop.
Ooh, child. Child. Ooh, child. Ooh, child. Child. Child.
So you know how we as black girls be doing this all the time? Okay, so I was doing this at work, and so I got a new white coworker, right? Because the old one, he was used to like all of my black ways, all the stuff that I would do. And then, you know, I was like beating my head like this, right? And I was like doing it for a while. Then I felt like somebody staring at me. And like, okay, my coworker, like he sits right next to me. And I turned around. And yo, the look he was giving me. Like he honestly looked. He looked like he was scared for his life, Loki. Or he was just looking at me like I was crazy. And I was just like, yo. Give me that anyway.
For no reason at all, I want to try black lipstick. I need a napkin. Where's a napkin? I need a napkin. I want to say there was an era of me wearing black lipstick, but I was probably in high school. I don't think I was a real black lipstick wearer for real. I know that was like a Rihanna's thing, but not me. I found this in my PR drawer. It's from Revlon. I think I've had it for legit years. Okay, where's my beard? Where's my motherfucking beard? That Huda routine I had on? She was not budging. The noise that my thyroid makes is crazy. Whoa, it's gonna give Shigo. Shigo and Campasibus. Wait, why does it look like it's gonna look good? I feel like it's gonna look good. Wait a second, wait a minute. I like it already a little bit. Wait, but it's kind of gray. It doesn't look very black to me. It feels like it kind of looks like blue almost even. I don't even know if this is gonna do what I'm aiming for, but I kind of just want to see. It's gonna give vampire. Ah! You scared me! Oh my god! Kind of like a vampire. On the Oh, baby, better than all that. Oh, mom, that is not the lyrics, honey. This is not eating. Wait, mom, look. Is it giving? My mom likes it. It fits when I used to do the videos under my bed, remember? You know, I used to always get comments that are like, what does your mom think about this? I'd be like, mind you, she would help me film them if she could. I think people used to think you'd be embarrassed because I made them.
No, I think it was, no.
You're fun.
They would know the tea salad.
They don't know the tea. I feel like it gives. It kind of gives. It's scary. It gives. Oh shit, I misspelled that. I know people hate funny faces online and everything's cringy, but I love a funny face. Like, I grew up in a household that would make funny faces all the time. Like, that shit funny to me.
Woo!
Eyebrow you.
Y'all, I'm officially done with peas. I'm officially done with peas. I passed my last final. I passed my last final. We got one more final to go and then we done.
What if I was a creeper? Disapprove for the weekend. Don't let you know when I'm leaving. What if I was loyal? But all the niggas before you. But I still put it on for you. Don't say I'm savage, just for you. So what if I gave your pussy away? Let another nigga see how it tastes. Can you imagine it all on his face? Go through my text and he calling me babe, yeah. What if I'm choosing? Catch you out here looking stupid. Started a fight and it's open. If I want you, oh you, how much you want to do, yeah. Oh you, how much you tell me, baby, can you have?
Alright, so another thing I would never understand, and I mean never ever, like you could write a book on it, I could read it front to back, and when you quiz me, I'll still never understand the obsession with black women's hair. I don't get it. I don't get it. I find it so weird. Every day, is that your real hair? Is that your real hair? Oh my god, is that your... I mean, it's real hair. It's real hair. But whether it's my real hair or not, what's it to you?
Black girls are fine. Black girls are fine. It's actually disturbing at this point. It's worrying.
How you say graduated in Spanish?
In Spanish, graduated is graduado.
Girl, I just graduado.
Vader, I have the high ground. What? Say what again? I dare you. I double dare you, motherfucker. Say what one more goddamn time. What?
So when I say I leave my hair alone and low manipulation, leave your hair alone, like this is poofy. If I part it down the middle, it's sitting up. Like it just don't lay flat. This and start to get a little sweat out. And wow, yes, I would love to have it flat and all that. I'm not gonna flat iron it. I'm not gonna straighten it. I'm not gonna do too much. We're just gonna let it be. And by the way, can we get into the skin? Like, can we get into it? I've been like at this place of wanting to wear makeup more, but the skin. My client was going to prom, and this is how the appointment went. Do y'all see this dress? I thought it was so cute because I just feel like a lot of dresses just be having a whole bunch of diamonds and feathers, and hers didn't, but it was still so cute. She was such a sweet little angel. And y'all know all my clients be terrorists, so this was a good breath of fresh air. But how about she was like, she came to me basically because she likes how I do my blush or whatever. So she don't want me to do her eyebrows. She don't want me to do her lashes. She's not looking for that, basically. And I'm not the one to convince nobody to let me do their eyebrows or let me do their lashes. Because when I do my own makeup, I barely do a 1-2 to my own eyebrows. And I never wear lashes. So all she cared about was a flawless base and pink blush. And I was like, she thinks she me or something? Hold on, wait, I forgot to tell y'all. She wanted these lips, like the trending JT lips. And I told her I will try. But if it's ugly, I will remove the lips immediately. But she liked it. Every time I tried to like tweak it, she was like, but I like it. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna leave you alone. I really wish her hair was in an updo. It would have looked so good. But that's how the appointment went. Taylor, if you're seeing this, can you please send me some pictures? Thank you.
I saw a video the other day, and it was of this sweet angel girl, and she was doing her skincare, and she was talking about how the people in school, the kids in school, were calling her ugly. And in that video she was kind of saying that I know I'm ugly, but you know, it's hard because the people in school say that I'm ugly because I'm dark skinned, because I've got a big forehead, and they pick on my features. Oh, and that video broke my heart. I cannot explain to you how much the video broke my heart, because I saw my younger self in that. Luckily, when I came across that video, it already had like hundreds, if not thousands, of comments of people telling this girl that she was beautiful, which she is, and saying to her, you know, there were loads of black women, dark-skinned people saying that, like, yeah, that was me, I was bullied in school, but honestly, you're not as ugly as, or you're not ugly, like, that's point blank period, you're not ugly. People say these things and they call you ugly, especially if you're dark-skinned, especially if you've got a big forehead and all of this stuff, and they pick on these things because they know that it will get to you because you're not reaffirmed that that's not the case. The video broke my heart, and it made me realise how literally up until like last week, this month even, that I'm not as clapped as I thought I was. And that most of the time in school, the reason why people are saying these things is because they're so insecure in themselves that they're projecting that onto you. But it's incredibly more like insidious, I think, if you are darker skinned, because the other people know that the world doesn't tell you that you're beautiful, so they can say these things because they know it will get to your head. What I wanted to say is that I'm so glad that that girl made that video, even though it's a whole like, oh, she's really young, she shouldn't be saying that stuff on the internet, you know. I'm really glad she made that video, because I'm glad that at least hopefully in some way she can be reaffirmed every day that she's not ugly, that she doesn't have to get to fucking 21 years old and realise that she's not as clapped as she has been made to believe ever since she was a little girl. I think that's like so important. It was bittersweet watching that video. It was really nice seeing how honest people were in the comments as well. And if I'm honest, like, those comments and the things that people said to me in school about my looks affected me severely. And it's literally only been within the last month or so that I've realised that I might not fit certain beauty standards, or I might not be everyone's cup of tea, but that doesn't make me, it's not a fact that I'm ugly, which people in school make you believe.
This is an eyebrow tutorial. I've been doing my brows a lot different lately because I've been concealing them first. I use my LA Girl Pro Concealer in the color Espresso. I love this concealer, and the consistency of the concealer makes it perfect for carving out your eyebrows. So I'm carving out my eyebrows first. It's kind of like you're creating an outline, and then later you're gonna make sure you don't like color outside the lines. That's like the logic here. So I've been concealing my brows first, and with doing this, it also makes it so that you don't overfill your brows, even though you're gonna see at the end that I still overfilled my brows. But you're also going to see that I could have stopped. I definitely could have stopped, but I didn't. But anyways, I only concealed the bottom. I concealed the bottom first, and then I blended out with my buffing brush. This is a Morphe brush. These are both Morphe brushes, by the way. I like using a concealer that's close to the color of my skin, by the way. I even need to get a new concealer because this is like my winter shade. I need to get my summer shade. But this concealer is really close to the color of my skin. I like doing that because it doesn't give me like that halo ring. And you guys are going to see what I do later on to make my brows blend even more into my foundation and everything. But now I'm going in with my NYX Lift and Snatch brow pencil. This brow pencil is going to allow me to be able to precisely fill in my brows and create like a very natural hair-like brow. So you see what I'm doing? I am coloring inside the lines, and the first thing I always do is do the outlines. The outline, especially the bottom outline, has to be like super crisp, and that's what's gonna make your eyebrows look really good, when that bottom outline is like just super crisp. Super crisp. That is the secret, okay? If you want your brows to look good, that bottom line has to be crispy and neat. That is the secret. That is the tea. After the bottom line is crisp, then I just go in and I just like fill in everywhere else where I need a little bit more hairs, you know. And that is why I love this pen, is because it allows me to literally create hairs. Like, it doesn't look like I'm just like filling in my brows. It looks like I am creating little hairs all around my brows. And this is the point where I should have stopped, but I didn't stop. And you see now that they got darker. That's because I went back in and filled them in some more, and I also concealed them again just to make them a little more crispy. But you see, like, this is what Obasabi gets you. I should have just left the brows how they were before, but I didn't. I wanted to go in and be doing the most. But now here's the real tea, because I'm gonna go in with whatever foundation I'm wearing that day. This is the Urban Decay Face Bond, and that's what I'm gonna use to carve out the top of my brows. This is how I keep my brows looking even more natural and even more less like halo effect giving. And then I also use it on the ends, like both ends of the brow, the tail end and then the front end. Right now I'm blending it out with my foundation brush, but then you see I'm going in with my concealer brush again with the foundation in that front end. That is gonna keep my brows looking very much uniform, my foundation and everything else that I have going on. I'm also doing the tail end, and then I buffed it out with my foundation brush. And I leave the middle, of course, because you want to leave that arch there. And then this is how my brows came out. I always put a little bit of powder over them, but let me know if this was helpful. Bye.
Get you
I'm not playing. Come on.
in 5,
Press play and get
4,
your ass out the way.
3, 2.
I know.
Can you get on beat? I know you see something change me and be so wonderful.
I need a count.
Live life, be there. I know somehow we're gonna get there. I feel so wonderful.
You got it down. Stay over there.
In here?
At the bottom, in the back.
5. Okay,
Okay, guys, so today we're going to be...
Yeah, so...
Hello, guys. Today we're going to be installing a 5x5 closure wig.
Take 2.
Hey, guys, so today we're going to be installing a 5x5 closure wig on my sister, DREL_Plizze.
What? Take 3.
Hey guys, so today we're going to be installing a 5x5 closure wig on my sister, Perslajon, as you may see in her TikTok name, because her TikTok name now has 2 O's.
And
Perslajon. Alright, you did the edges?
Yes, girl.
You can have a free cap.
Are you put it from the...
Go from the back.
Put it from the front.
You saying it like you knew.
I did. Jesus, Haley. She's gonna have to hold it down. Hold
your hair down.
Wait, no, she doesn't.
We'll
be back.
Come on! We need to get... Look at how you get...
Look.
I'll do the most myself.
No, I got it.
Get my cup!
Put it towards the back.
Here.
No, I'm just...
You want this Coke? Dang.
Gotta stick your ear. Tell me why.
Go by my hair, I know you know extra stuff. Come on. Bro, don't stick me for real.
Sorry, here.
Yeah,
So what you can do
me in my
is...
butt.
Okay, where you going? I need you to go down.
I'm going down.
And around.
Do it. You be having people dusty necks. I could have did that.
We'll do the rest. Bro, look at the cow.
Who cares? Head back. I can see where I'm going. Head.
No, ma'am. Put it further right there.
Right there.
And do it tight. You're not doing it tight. Yes.
Pull that hair up, please.
Out.
Where's the keys?
Why?
I need to go to the car.
Ooh, girl, that is cheap.
Supposed to be.
What do you mean supposed? Is it good? She know what she doing. It smells good, so I think she know what she doing there.
She might can get a man.
She might know what
I
she
know
doing.
I can get a man.
Yeah.
Period.
Okay, well, I'm going to throw this out.
What's the one now?
Watch this pimple patch. Watch them. Watch these pimple patches. Just. I'm scrubbing hard. They don't move, but yo, this has been on for 2 days. This is the best pimple patch brand. That's it. That's it. I mean, it comes with so many different size stars. Little unboxing for you guys.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. Wait, but hold on. It's all about the details. What does the bag say? What did it say?
Wait, what? Wait, what? Wait.
So Tiana, I know you had asked me before, what do I see when I look at you? I see my future. I see my other half. I see the mother of my kids. I see the best teammate that I could ever ask for. I see the love of my life. And I see the rest of my life. With that said, will you marry me?
Yes.
She said yes! She said yes! She said yes! I'll come back.
Mm-mm.
I'll come back. Zoe. Oh, shit. Hungry?
No, I'm not hungry.
No.
Mm-mm.
I could sing it right here. Nothing major.
Why is you setting your game and stuff back up?
What you mean? Want me to go?
Bro, I feel like to achieve my maximum black girl glowiness, the missing key was this little oil. I always get like compliments on like my face. People are like, oh, your skin is so glowy and all this stuff. But then I'd be like, the rest of me is, I don't know, like no matter how much lotion I'm putting on, the rest of me just like looks ashy. But this was the missing piece that I needed. And this is like Moisture Care Cocoa Divine Body Oil Gel. This is Equate. It's the first time I've ever bought it, and it's definitely taking it. It's definitely taking it. So I believe this will be the last step to my ascension as a black woman. Thank you.
I'm literally crying over my nails right now because they're so ugly. Oh my god, okay. This is what I wanted, okay? This is the pastels, and this is what I got.
So I feel like one thing about being a black girl with big lips that nobody tells you is that you're gonna have people stare at your lips a lot. Sometimes you're not gonna notice, but sometimes it's gonna be very, 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 very awkward. There's been several occasions where I've caught people like staring at my lips while talking to me. But like there was this one time, I think this was like last year, I was in school and I was talking to one of my teachers or whatever. And I think he's like in his like late 30s or like very early 40s. So still kind of young, but like up in age. I was talking to him about something. I can't remember what I was talking to him about, but he was talking to me, and like I noticed like he would talk to me for a little bit, and his eyes would like shift downward just a little bit. And he would keep talking, and I didn't notice it that much at first. But after a little bit, I kind of looked at him because he kept like talking to me and doing that, and talking to me and doing that. I don't want to say I got uncomfortable, but it was just like, you know. Then after a little bit, I realized that he was staring at my lips, like he was like looking at my lips while like talking to me while I was talking to him. I'm not saying he was a creep or he was a weirdo, because he wasn't. He really never gave creep or weirdo or perv. I feel like that's just an effect of like being a black girl with big lips. Especially when you done lined them up, you done put gloss on them and everything. Like, I'm not gonna play victim. I'll be staring at my lips sometimes. I'll be in the mirror doing my makeup. I'll just be staring at my lips because I like my lip shape. You know what I mean? My lips are two-tone, so I like my lip shape. I literally cannot count and give y'all like a head count of how many times I've caught someone staring at my lips while in the middle of a conversation. It's like awkward and uncomfortable at the same time because it's like I know you're looking at my lips. Like I know that's why your eyes keep shifting down a quarter of an inch. Like I know you're staring at my lips. I don't want to say it's like a sexual thing because it's not, but I get this is very distracting. I get it.
Ukujolanyana 2 weeks nje baby sekathi baby I think you drink too much. Hayibo wenja. Awakaboni nix. These are just the highlights. Ngiyabuthela, ngiyabshaya, ngiyabruthuntu and futhi angidlali. Ngiphuza ngize ngiwe.
So somehow, I'm going viral on Twitter. for the same reasons that I left the app over 10 years ago. Let's dissect this.
And if you live under a Twitter rock like me, this is the person I'm talking about. But just to add a little bit more context, I do make content online. My niche is Black Girl Joy, okay? On Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, existing, breathing, taking up space, being my most authentic self and not feeling like I need to explain myself.
But the funny thing is, I actually
used to have a Twitter account circa 2008, 2010, I don't know. Then I quickly realized how much hate towards dark-skinned Black women there was, mostly coming from Black men. And I quickly removed my account.
So when Liddy left this comment, thank you, girl. It just really reminded me how important it is to be super mindful of the media that you consume on your social media.
So, if you're anything like me, your screen time is a lot higher than you would like to admit. That's another lecture for another day. Even me, I need to take that lecture myself. But what I am going to remind you of is the fact that you are in control of curating your own feed on your social media, okay? And as a dark-skinned woman on her self-love journey, seeing representation that looks like you really matters. That's the colour of the skin, that's the texture of your hair. Someone can have the same colour skin as you, but be wearing frontals 24/7. But you're out here trying to love yourself in your most raw, organic, natural state. Girl, please! So if you're a dark-skinned woman, in fact, if you're a woman, okay, on your self-love journey, I need you to be mindful of when you're on someone's page or when you're even on a platform. If you get feelings of self-loathing, you need to question whether you need to be on that platform or following that person. Because the last time I checked, it's 2024. And we're not letting anyone's nonsense opinion online let us think that we are anything less than beautiful because of the colour of our skin or the texture of our hair. We make our own beauty standards. We consume our own beauty standards, okay? And if we're not accepted in your spheres, we make our own. Keep up with it.
I was 18 telling everyone around me, I'm going to be a superstar. And everybody's going, yeah, whatever. She's an egomaniac. And then, ha.
Good evening, passengers. This is your captain, Hot Girl Summer speaking. Thank you for joining us on flight TTS 9247 to the streets. As we begin to prepare for takeoff, please.
I'm a Black woman in corporate America. I'm not angry. You're just mad that I voiced an opinion and I know what I'm talking about. I'm a Black woman in corporate America. I know my ancestors fought for this right, but I hate it here. I'm a Black woman in corporate America. You hired me for my expertise, but won't trust anything I said. I'm a Black woman in corporate America. Are you seriously crying right now? I'm a Black woman in corporate America. I know you're lying when you say you just can't find qualified Black applicants. I'm a Black woman in corporate America. If I'm not constantly smiling and fake laughing at your jokes, I'll be told I'm not a culture fit. I'm a Black woman in corporate America. Even if I can dance, I'll never show you, especially not at the office happy hour. I'm a Black woman in corporate America. Stop trying to get free diversity and inclusion tips out of me. I'm a Black woman in corporate America. Why am I fighting so hard to succeed in a broken system that half of y'all hate too? I'm a Black woman in corporate America. If I'm just here to do a job and get paid, why are you so pressed about being my friend? I'm a Black woman in corporate America. I cringe when I hear you say things like slay queen in meetings. I'm a Black woman in corporate America. I'm tired of being the only one speaking up when things aren't right.
Can somebody explain to me why my friends with kids have more money than my single friends, including me, who's a single person? Because the way I have a stable job and went out to eat last week and it put me in a hole, there has to be something going on. I'm very confused. But meanwhile, they're going out to eat and not just paying for themselves, but also their children every other day. And they go to Disney on a regular. And they don't have government assistance. And it's not like they're making a bunch of more money. I'm very confused. Before you get in the comments saying, oh, I'm irresponsible with my money, you might be right. It's not the point. I don't have kids. I don't have to go as hard. I do it when I feel like it. And I don't do it when I don't. Like, what the fuck?
You are not beautiful, considered beautiful in the U.S. because the U.S. is colorist, it's racist, it's fatphobic, you know, all the key terms. I highly recommend at least once a year you go to a country that finds you beautiful because you are beautiful. Because you are beautiful. And unfortunately, if you are in an environment or a circumstance that constantly telling you you're not, you're going to start to believe that about yourself. So I don't know who this is for, but if the current country that you are living in is not a country that appreciates and celebrates the way that you look, please venture out to another country so that you can be reminded how beautiful you are. Because we all need the reminder.
She's laying in it.
And she's got a fat back. Yeah, she's got a fat back and a tight hole. She has a tight hole. What a question. What do I love about my woman? Wow. You know the Bible verse, Genesis 1:27, so God made them in his own image. That really does encapsulate what my woman is. Her dark, rich, melanated chocolate skin. It makes my heart skip a beat. Her curves. Figureto. Do you know what a black woman is? Do you know what a black woman is? What do you know about shrinkage? Her hair, she loves wearing wigs, the European way of life. No, her curliness, the foreseenness, it's just something about it that it pounces at me. It honestly does. I'm in awe of her.
Okay, so we're getting into this hair. My hair looks a little different than normal. We got curls today. And would you believe me if I said this was not my real hair? It's not. There's 4 bundles of coil curl from Bougie Ambition. And when I'm out in public, y'all can't tell me it's not my real hair, okay? But I washed it and detangled it yesterday, and it air dried, and this is like me waking up this morning, and it's like this. But it was 24 inches at first. I have in 4 bundles. It was too much for me, the 4 bundles and the 24. It was way too much, so I cut it, and I don't know, I like it. I like it a lot. See? Go get y'all some.
Yeah, why one of my aunties called me crying at 2 o'clock in the morning saying that the Lord told her to apologize for the way she treated me when I was a kid. Now, my thing is, y'all, as an adult, and I'm reflecting back to the way I was treated as a kid, and it was fucked up, favoritism was shown. I'm talking about my cousins, my daddy, nieces, and nephews, everybody have told me just to this day that everything this lady done said about me, how she done treated me, the favoritism, they done seen me, and she still talked about me to this day. So that's what made her call me at 2 o'clock in the morning crying and said the Lord said, apologize for the way you treated me as a kid. What? Seriously? Now y'all know as a kid, you not really focused on if these people fuck with you or love you or not, because as a kid, you know love, you should know love. I mean, obviously that's what we want to feel as kids, you know what I'm saying? And then it's the fact that my innocent self when I was a kid really wanted to be around these people, really looked up to these people and thought the world of these people more than my mama own folks, you feel me? And you really didn't give a fuck about me for real, and it was shown because I'm gonna tell y'all a couple things that went on. Now, I've been waiting on this point, y'all. I swear to God, I've been waiting on this point because I said I was gonna speak on it, but I needed the right time, and the right time has come. It's that time. Mind you, my daddy people have always been fucked up. Like, they have always pretty much tried to put my daddy against my mama kids. I don't know if it's that they don't like my mama, really don't give a fuck, but that ain't got nothing to do with the kids because we innocent. And like I had to tell him yesterday, because y'all, this shit gets so deep, man, wait for it. Y'all know as a kid when somebody do some shit, you feel me, and it look like it's favoritism and somebody don't too much care for you, but at the same time you don't know, you just going with the good side, like, oh yeah, they care about me with this. But y'all, this lady told me that she thought that I was messy as a kid, I was a liar, she just didn't like me. And I asked her, what makes you feel like I was a liar, and what makes you feel like I was messy? Like, I'm saying, I was a kid, I want to hear what you gotta say first. She said I would always lie on my brothers, I talked too much, and I was just disrespectful. And I said, how the fuck you knew what was going on in my mama household? That's what I'm trying to figure out. And then on top of that, you as an adult didn't take nothing that I ever said, you know what I'm saying, serious. You ain't even be an adult. You ain't be an auntie to me like you supposed to be, bitch. Not that I care because I'm grown up, but the fact that she called me and apologized, you feeling guilty. And I said, you said that I was disrespectful, but the fact that you calling me apologizing lets me know that I always stood up for myself. I feel that's because that's the truth, y'all. She said I was disrespectful as if I was gonna allow her to say and do the things that she was doing and saying to me. You know what I'm saying? No. See, I knew I wasn't wrong as a kid. You know what I'm saying? So reflecting back from an adult to a kid, that's exactly what the fuck it was, and I wasn't tripping. Yeah, it get deeper than this. Tune in. Yeah, why one of my aunties called me crying at 2 o'clock in the morning saying that the Lord told her to apologize for the way she treated me when I was a kid. Now, my thing is, y'all, as an adult, and I'm reflecting back to the way I was treated as a kid, and it was fucked up. Favoritism was shown. I'm talking about my cousins, my daddy, nieces, and nephews. Everybody have told me just to this day that everything this lady said about me, how she treated me, the favoritism, they didn't see me, and she still talked about me to this day. So that's what made her call me at 2 o'clock in the morning crying and said the Lord said apologize for the way you treated me as a kid. What? Seriously? Now y'all know as a kid you not really focused on if these people fuck with you or love you or not, because as a kid you know love, you should know love. I mean, obviously that's what we want to feel as kids, you know what I'm saying? And then it's the fact that my innocent self when I was a kid really wanted to be around these people, really looked up to these people and thought the world of these people more than my mama own folks, you feel me? And you really didn't give a fuck about me for real, and it was shown, because I'm gonna tell y'all a couple things that went on. Now I've been waiting on this point, y'all. I swear to God, I've been waiting on this point, because I said I was gonna speak on it, but I needed the right time, and the right time has come. It's that time. Mind you, my daddy people have always been fucked up. Like they have always pretty much tried to put my daddy against my mama kids. I don't know if it's that they don't like my mama, really don't give a fuck, but that ain't got nothing to do with the kids, because we innocent. And like I had to tell him yesterday, because y'all, this shit gets so deep, man, wait for it. Y'all know as a kid when somebody do some shit, you feel me, and it look like it's favoritism and somebody don't too much care for you, but at the same time you don't know, you just going with the good side, like, oh yeah, they care about me with this. But y'all, this lady told me that she thought that I was messy as a kid, I was a liar, she just didn't like me. And I asked her, what makes you feel like I was a liar, and what makes you feel like I was messy? Like, I'm saying I was a kid, I want to hear what you gotta say first. She said I would always lie on my brothers, I talked too much, and I was just disrespectful. And I said, how the fuck you knew what was going on in my mama household? That's what I'm trying to figure out. And then on top of that, you as an adult didn't take nothing that I ever said, you know what I'm saying, serious. You ain't even be an adult. You ain't be an auntie to me like you supposed to be, bitch. Not that I care because I'm grown up, but the fact that she called me and apologized, you feeling guilty. And I said, you said that I was disrespectful, but the fact that you calling me apologizing lets me know that I always stood up for myself. I feel that's because that's the truth, y'all. She said I was disrespectful as if I was gonna allow her to say and do the things that she was doing and saying to me. You know what I'm saying? No. See, I knew I wasn't wrong as a kid. You know what I'm saying? So reflecting back from an adult to a kid, that's exactly what the fuck it was, and I wasn't tripping. Yeah, it get deeper than this. Tune in.
Is it just me, or y'all be irritated when y'all friend go back to that nigga too? Like, bitch, why you not standing on business? Like, I don't know. You study coming to me crying, yet you're study going back. Now I'm starting to think you're the problem. Like, at this point, you want to cry, bitch.
Do UK black girls have an aesthetic? Let's talk about it. Let us talk about it. This is a topic very personal to me, because I made a decision at the start of the year that I was only going to wear braids and my natural hair out. I was going to stop wearing wigs and things like that during this year. And it was because I realized for a long time in my teenage years, I was just very much conforming to like a certain aesthetic and a certain standard and things like that. And I wanted to just branch out and find other ways that my black beauty can be expressed, hence like my braids and things like that, period. And obviously it's led to a lot of good things happening for me, so I'm very grateful for that. But that's a whole different point. This is not just unique to the black community, but I do feel like there is a certain homogenized UK black look, as the other TikToker said, as it pertains to wearing frontals, wearing PLT dresses, doing your makeup in a certain way. And I'll be honest with you, sometimes when I go out, you know, I'm doing my whole alt babe, you know, the hair and stuff, I get very weird looks from people, but I honestly don't care. Because you begin to realize, especially as you go online and things like that, and in certain spaces, that when you present yourself in a different way, you will attract different types of people, different types of energy. And I actually found a lot more people around me anyways that dress similarly to me and express themselves in a different way as it pertains to being black. Hence, I feel less of a pressure because I genuinely attract more diverse people anyways. And I do think that at the end of the day, depending on the community you're in, you're going to see people who will express themselves in a similar way to you, such as whether that be natural hair, braids, to outfits, to streetwear, whatever it may be. So I think ultimately it comes down to really taking a step back and making certain decisions for yourself about the aesthetic that you genuinely like. And I always find Pinterest is a great place to see that diversity and to pick and choose what you're going to engage with. And therefore, you'll be able to find your own personal expression of style. But it comes to really doing that in an independent way as opposed to what is the most popular. And that's why I like Pinterest. This is not a Pinterest ad, but this is why I like Pinterest, because on Pinterest, you can't see what other people's opinions are. You just look at the inspo yourself. Whereas on Instagram, you don't see that wide representation. You only see a certain type of black girl and a certain type of body type and a certain type of skin color. You only see those certain things and those people getting the likes. And that's not good. So ultimately, I agree with her video 100% and think that it takes a lot of personality and, you know, focusing on yourself basically to find the aesthetic that suits you, fits you and expresses your changing and developing personality, and don't feel like you have to conform to a certain way or standard. Like the amount of people that have come up to me in the streets and been like, I love your hair, I love the way you look, I love the way you dress. The people have actually been inspired by the fact that I've just decided to be independent with my expression and get inspiration from other places is crazy. Like, and these times, a wig has not touched my head since literally 2021. So, and it goes a lot deeper than wigs and stuff like that. It's about your personal identity and expression. And you, as you grow older, as a woman, as a girl in the UK, you need to make sure you fight to be independent.
Look at you, always in.
God, them wings are nasty. I'm not even getting them.
Then why are you looking at him?
Because I thought I was going to get him.
Hungry ass. Stay eating something.
Girl, don't do it. It's not worth it. I'm not gonna do it, girl. I was just thinking about it. I'm not gonna do it. I was just thinking about 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 it. I did it.